Welcome to the channel, folks. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request for me to do Patty Loveless's song, After All. I don't think I know this song. I might recognize it because I listen to Patty in my car, but I don't think I know this one. And Terry Wood made a gift to the channel for me to do it. So Terry, thank you for this gift, my friend, and for the hat, which Terry sent me. He's up in Canada, in case you didn't know that. If you've been around the channel for a while, you'd know we got some Canucks. But Terry said, you know how much I love Patty Loveless. So let's see what we got here. Well, I didn't start the way I expected. I expected up tempo for some reason.
Now she knows all about me. Got the house on the market. Sent your boy off to school. Still you choose to live without me. Saying you need time after all I've given you. After all the hours spent waiting by the phone, wondering when you could get away, and now that you can, you don't call. After all, I'm afraid what you did to her, you're doing to me, and you just want to be free. After all,
Common theme here, Terry.
loose ends you need to tie up. Got a lot on your mind. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've tried, but I can't hide what's worrying me. Tell me it's not what it seems.
Yeah.
After all the hours spent waiting by the phone, wondering when
That's so hard.
get away, and now that you can, you don't call. After all, I'm afraid what you did to her, you're doing to me, and you just want to be free. After all, they say it's a common thing for a man to want to make a clean break. After all the plans we made, don't tell me all we made was a big mistake.
Oh.
After all the hours spent waiting by the phone, wondering when
I know what that's like, man.
get away, and now that you can, you don't call. After all, I'm afraid what you did to her, you're doing to me, and you just want to be free. After all, do you just want to be free? After all.
Yeah, man. That's a similar theme as the prior one about no one takes the train anymore, where it's about leaving, someone leaving. But in this case, yeah, the dude had a prior relationship. Now he's doing it to her, I guess, you know, and now that he could, I think of escape velocity. I talked about that with my buddy when I was going through my divorce, right? And this is years ago. But I remember saying, like, escape velocity is the velocity at which a rocket ship needs to achieve to leave Earth's gravity. And it's roughly 17,000 miles an hour. So when rocket ships leave, when they blast off to go to the moon or to Mars or to launch satellites, well, I don't know if it applies to satellites. If they're low Earth orbit, they might just be able to give them a push, and then the fuel engines just fall back to Earth. But nonetheless, 17,000 miles an hour is what they need to achieve. Voyager 1 and 2 and all these things in James Webb Space Telescope. And it's like, if something doesn't have that velocity, it doesn't escape Earth's pull. And that to me was such an apt or perfect analogy for me, because I knew the relationship was over because she ended it and I didn't want to end it, right? I'm just sharing these dynamics with you because I'm pretty open about stuff. And this goes on in any relationship where there's a breakup. Like, do you have the strength, like, to give yourself the push, the speed to break out of the relationship? And, a rocket ship needs it to break out of Earth's orbit and the pull, and that's it. And evidently this guy in the song here, he did. He wanted to go from here to there. Does she have the strength to let go? That's the other side of it. And you wait by the phone and all that, and it's like, you're just like, oh God, you want some normalcy. You want to know that the person still cares. You want to know that they still want you, and they don't. And at some point, you just accept it. So maybe you're back on Earth and they're out in orbit, however you want to use that metaphor or analogy. But Terry, yeah, this is another one of those just sad, it's a reflective song, really. I mean, she was hurt by it. The production on the song was decent. It was, but it was Patty, of course. And she put, obviously, her heart and soul into this one. And I don't know if she can relate to it. I mean, these singers, they get presented songs from the songwriting, the publishing houses and such, and friends will write them a song, or other songwriters and people in the band will say, hey, I wrote this song, and something, maybe they do it, usually they don't, but you have to believe in it enough, unless the label tells you they want you to do it, but you as the artist have to believe it enough, believe in the song enough that it kind of fits what you're looking to portray. And Patty obviously thought that. So yeah, and there was one line in there. God, what was that line? Oh, it stood out to me too, that I thought was a great line. Oh, I'll have to go back later and look up the lyrics. Oh, I know what it was. It was like, after all the plans we made, it was something along the lines of, are we just left with the truth that we made a big mistake? And you're like, oh, I never heard it put that way before. And that hit home. That in some ways was almost a game changer for this song. All right, I'm going to rate this one. And the number on this one is an 8.8. I can relate to it. And of course, I love Patty's voice. I thought her voice might have been understated in this one. And I don't know if that was in the mixing or the post-production side, or how that stuff all works. And the instrumentation was nice and it agreed with it. But it was, you can reflect, you can put yourself in this thing you've been broken up with. So should I be worried about you, Terry? Because the last couple songs, the first song, Arrivas, that was like inspirational, In the beginning, she's downtrodden, and then she fights through it, and then boom, rags to riches type thing. But the last two songs are like these heartbreakers and stuff. These slow-moving heartbreakers, reflective songs. So anyway. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. That's from Terry Wood. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. And keep rocking the country.